Hey guys, Dr. Decks here. Welcome back to our channel and thanks for coming. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Okay, so today I'm comparing my two favorite rear handle saws. We have this relatively new Makita 40V rear handle saw. And the reason I call it a rear handle saw, I used to call it like a high point saw or all these different terminologies, but every time I called the saw a certain way, like a worm drive, people be like, that's not a worm drive saw, doctor. That's a blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, my bad. I don't know the scientific term of the saw, man. I just know how to use it, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put these two to the test and show you the difference and what I think. Which one comes out on top? Let's do some cuts in these things and let's find out. But before we do that, let's just go over some of the features of the saw. Now, I've been using this saw almost exclusively for about the last 3 weeks. I've had this saw for a couple years now. It's a little bit more worn. It's a Metabho HPT saw. It's a 7 1/4 inch. They're both 7 1/4 inch rear handle saws, and they both have a magnesium base plate. They both adjust elevation-wise about the same. So they both have a lever right here to control the depth of your cut. This one has a white arrow, and you can line it up to these different indicators on this plunge guide, I guess, or this rail that you use to tighten it down. So if you want to cut 2 inches deep, you would line it up to that arrow and go ahead and tighten it down. Now, that's just a indicator. I don't know if it's 1000% accurate. It's probably not terrible. Hey, man, 2 inches minus a 64th. So I'll take it. So if you're just doing construction framing, rough cutting, and a lot of times that's what we're doing with these saws. I don't do a whole lot of finish work with these saws. If I am doing finish work, I'm gonna be sanding it out or something else. So there's a handle on the top. There's also a pivot guide right here where you have this lever you loosen up, and then there's a guide that shows you all the angles that you might need or anywhere in between. And again, you're looking at this indentation on this little piece of steel. That's your guide for finding the angle you want. So like there's 30 degrees, and it has a positive lock too. So it kind of like has a spot where it kind of locks in. And also one cool feature about this saw, it does have a device right here that will allow you to lock it in on a 22.5, so it'll only go so far, a 45-degree angle, which is over here, or if you need to cut more than a 45, this saw will actually cut up to a 53-degree angle. If you put it in this position here, you can go all the way to 53 degrees. You might even get a little more than 53 because as the indicator shows, that's 53 degrees right here. I'm probably 55. But I would have to physically test that to see if that's the case. We're not doing that today. This is not a review on this particular saw. I'm just going over some of the features. So it has a dust extraction port right here. You can use that to hook up a vacuum. I'll never use this. I'll just keep the plug on it. Here's a plunge stopper for your blade changes right here. This plunge for changing your blades. It locks the shaft lock, so that you can get the blade changed. One thing I really admire about this saw is that it came with an onboard tool to take the blades on and off, which, you know, we seem to lose them, but this one seems to be in a really crafty location, and it's a fairly snug fit. So we haven't lost it yet, so far so good there. And then it's one battery instead of two. Like their old technology, they had 2 batteries. Now they have one 40-volt battery, okay? Which one do I like better for weight? Okay, so I was gonna do a weight check without the batteries in the saws, and I'll be honest, they feel about the same weight, even though I've always bragged that this Metabho HPT saw is definitely lighter. So if I put the batteries in my hands, they feel about the same weight. So I don't anticipate the weight's gonna be much different. The Makita battery loads from the top and the Metabho battery loads from the side. I don't think that really makes a difference too much as far as obstructions. They seem to be about the same size. Man, I thought that this saw was lighter, but I really can't tell a difference in the weight. So let's just see how they perform. Okay, I'll start with the Makita. I'm gonna do a cross cut with each saw, and then I'm gonna do a rip. Both of these saws do have a rafter hook. I kinda like the Makita one better. I've always had problems sometimes getting this one stuffed into certain places. Some of our joists are bigger than 1.5 inches. They're 1 3/4 inches. So it becomes a little bit tougher to get the Metabo HPT style rafter hook to snag on things sometimes. But again, I do use it quite often. This is a front loader hook and this is a side hook. I don't know if this side hook is wide enough to do 2 2x. I don't think it is. Well, we got 2 7/8. So if you shave these little tabs off, you could probably squeeze it and maybe bend this out a little bit. You could probably squeeze it on a double. But for me to do that, I would have to be using it an awful lot to be able to modify the tool like that for that purpose. But if I was doing it quite often and I needed to hang it on a double or like a double joist, I'd probably consider it. Okay, so I'm missing my square, so I'm just gonna run a cross cut right off the side of this 2x material. Okay. That cut's pretty easy, lots of power. Now these saw blades aren't brand new, guys, so there could be a little bit of difference. This blade might be a little bit duller than the other one. I'm just being honest. Okay, here we go. Metabho HPT. Yeah, I would say this blade's pretty hammered. I think I need to put a new blade on this saw real quick. All right, so I went ahead and put another blade on this saw because I could feel that it was pretty dull, and I didn't think it'd be fair to comparison test this if we have a dull blade on one saw and a fairly fresh blade on another. So I put the Makita blade that came with the Makita saw, that I put the Diablo blade on the Makita saw, so I put the Makita blade on the Metabho saw. All right, does that make sense? All right. Yeah, that cut a little bit better. I'm gonna use this one again. Do a full depth cut. We're gonna be going through a knot, so let's see how that goes. So these both cut fairly well cross-cutting, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I have this board. Let's do a rip. And I've got some knots in the board, so I wanna pull it out enough. Okay, so I'm just gonna run a couple rips, cutting through this knot, cutting through some hardwood here, and kind of getting through another knot right here. And let's just see how the saws do. We'll start with a Metabho HPT this time. So it bogged down a little bit. Not too bad, but it did bog down a little bit. Let's see how the Makita does. Man, that went right through it. You can tell when you start getting a little bit into a rougher patch, this saw just goes through everything. This saw is a total beast. I thought that the other green saw was gonna win in the weight category, but I really don't feel much of a difference. Okay, in my right hand, this feels lighter. Yeah, I would have to say that the Metabho HPT is a little bit lighter weight. Now, you can go online and check the specs at the manufacturer's website to verify that, okay? But that's just my initial impression. I think this is my new favorite rear handle saw, this 40 volt. It's comparable in voltage because we're running the multi-volt platform on this saw here, the Metabho saw. It's 36 volts at 4 amp hours. And I believe this is a 40 volt battery at 4 amp hours as well. It actually says right here, I don't understand why they call it a 40 volt, probably max. It's 4 amp hours at 36 volts, but then it says 40 volt max, which means it might draw a few extra volts if you get into those tough situations where you need a little bit more power. I don't have the science on these saws. I'm just telling you what my thoughts are. So if I could only have one saw, and if I was working it all day long, I'll be honest, we've put this saw through hell, and it's done really well. But I think for future, I think that this Makita would probably be the winner because it just feels tight. It feels precision. It feels like it's put together really well. And I really like this new platform that Makita's come out with, this 40-volt platform. It's close to a tie, but if I only could have one, I would take this, but I would be happy with either one of these saws, to be honest. So just so you know, guys, both these saws were given to us by the respective tool company, but we're not sponsored by either one. We're not being paid to say any particular thing or anything like that. It's just what we find on the construction site is how we come up with these comments or how we come up with these opinions. And again, because this saw is brand spanking new, maybe I like it a little bit more. I would not hesitate. If both these saws were laying out, I would grab either one. I'd probably go, okay, who has better battery? And I'll be honest, the battery platform on this Metabho HPT has let us down a little bit lately. So I may grab the Makita if I want a little bit longer battery life at the moment. And that's just because these batteries are older and they're being used in our drills and other tools. So I'm just trying to be as fair and as subjective as I can. I don't want to come off as too equal. So like I said before, if I have to pick one saw, I'll go with this one right here. I'd be happy to use either one. All right, so there's my 2 cents on these 2 saws, and thanks for watching this video. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon if you want to be notified when we're putting out new content. Don't forget to listen to our new podcast if you'd like. There's t-shirts, a link down below if you guys want a t-shirt, a Dr. Decks t-shirt. Don't forget to pick those up. They're in one color only. All right, guys, have a good day. Thanks for watching.